Section 9.2, Exponential Functions. Exponential functions are in the form f of x equals b to some power x, provided that b is greater than 0 and b does not equal 1. Example, evaluate 3 to the power of x for x equals 2. We are going to replace the x with 2, and that gives us 3 to the second power, which equals 9. Another example, evaluate f of x equals 3 to the power of 2x minus 1 for f of negative 1, which means to replace the x with negative 1 and solve. So this gives us the function of x equals 3 to the power of 2 times negative 1 minus 1, which equals 3 to the power of negative 2 minus 1, which equals 3 to the power of negative 3. Now remember, a negative exponent means a value less than 1, and we replace the 3 to the negative third power with 1 over 3 to the positive third power and calculate that out, and that gives us 1 over 27. Another example, the function of x equals e to the power of x. E is called the natural exponential function. And you can find e on your calculator to calculate. So if we need to find the function of x equals e to the power of 3x for x equals 2, we replace the x with a 2, and that gives us f of x equals e to the power of 3 times 2, which equals e to the power of 6. Using your calculator, type in e to the power of 6, and that gives us 403.43 rounded off to hundredths. Solving exponential equations. For example, we have 3 to the power of x equals 27. Our base here is 3. So let's rewrite 27 with a base of 3. And that would give us 3 to the third power. Since our bases are now exactly the same, our exponents must be equal. So we have x equals 3. Another example, if we had 4 to the power of x equals 32, let's rewrite 32 as a base of 4. Well, you'll see that you cannot do that. 4 to any power will never give us 32. So what if we change both bases to a base of 2? 4 written as a base of 2 would be 4 squared. But remember, that's still to the power of x. And 32 written as a base of 2 would be 2 to the 5th power. So now here rules of exponents says that if you have a power raised to a power, you multiply them. So that gives us 2 to the power of 2x equals 2 to the power of 5. Again, since our bases are now the same, our exponents must be equal. So we take 2x equals 5 and solve for x by dividing both sides of the equal sign by 2. And we get x equals 5 halves.